again, everybody. I'm the coach Shannon Griffith from the Hoosier Football Tailgate right here on the Hoosier.com. The Indiana Hoosiers picked up another needed commitment in the defensive secondary, a young man out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, hometown to Coach Cignetti. His name is Jay Timmons, a wide receiver DB from a very, very talent-rich Pittsburgh area. High school football well known in that part of the country as well, and they get a top-tier talent in Jay. And I think, again, this theme of defensive players is starting to add up in this 2026 recruiting class right now as they add another secondary piece with Jay Timmons out of Pittsburgh. Let's take a look at the young man on the Quick Cut scouting software. Jay is about 5'11", typical corner wide receiver size. Here you can see him making a very good play on the first play. And remember, all highlights are basically good plays. Again, but you can see the athleticism skill here as he's going to play his man first, eyes in the backfield, reads the quarterback, anticipates the throw, makes a huge pick, and then returns it for a touchdown. And if I had to summarize his ability, he is an athlete. I wouldn't say he's necessarily like real fast burning type of athlete with a ton of speed. He's got decent speed, but I think he's got good hips, and I think he has quickness that enables him to play pretty darn good in the secondary, anticipating and reacting on balls. Here's another good, decent play on a badly thrown football. He doesn't have a threat. He gets depth, sees the ball poorly thrown, and this is what a good player does. He makes you pay for mistakes, and that's what he did there, returning another interception for a touchdown. He is only going to get better heading into a senior year. Here's a good look of him going up and high pointing at the highest point as a wide receiver. Again, making plays. That's what this young man, I see him doing quite a bit in these films. Here's another really good play, trailing, making the play, dislodging the football, picking it up, and then taking it back for 6 points. Again, I would say he's probably a legit 4.5, 4.6 type of guy. I'm impressed with his quickness, his ball instincts, and again, with these wide receiver DBs, they all are good hands type of players, and that's what we're seeing with some of these players that Indiana's bringing into the secondary, that they are also wide receivers, pretty darn good wide receivers, and they have really good hands. Another good play here on the post route. He recognizes, undercuts it, high points it, gets another big pick. And then this one here is a really bad mistake on coverage, and he makes him pay again with a huge play. Another great play here, recognizing he's back here on the half. He's going to get depth, understand the play in front of him, making sure the ball's released. He sees it, anticipates it. Again, 50-50 balls for this young man. He's got the eagerness to go up and get it and come down with it himself. That tells you he's a pretty aggressive player and believes in his ability to go up and make the play on either side of the football when the ball's up in the air on a 50-50 shot. Again, here's another good play from Jay. Understanding, boom, being shot out of a cannon and making a quick play here on a quick pass, making it about a 5-yard loss on an early down. Here's a good pass breakup. He's back on the half. He's reading it and just steps in front of a dig route. Almost got this one. A really good play sitting on top of that route and making the play. Down here's a wide receiver running a little post route. Again, nice hips, good technique on his route. Really good player. Really good play, and you can see why Indiana and other schools were highly interested in the young man. Good third down stop here, making the pass breakup. And again, like I said, his talent is his ability to go make plays in space and also make offenses or defensive plays for any mistakes that they make, because he's the type of player that's going to make the critical play when called upon. Another great play here, recognizes he has free access, gets the sack, and I guess you could call that a forced fumble because that walks into the end zone as well. And again, here he is at the top. Good double move, stutter step, and go here. Does a good job on this route. Get on top of the corner, boom, double step and go. And again, nice throw there. I guess you could say he was in the end zone. I guess we'll say that he got his foot in on the end zone, but otherwise a really good pickup for Indiana out of the hotbed of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, hometown to Coach Curt Cignetti as the Hoosiers rack and stack another DB for the 2026 season. Jay Timmons out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thank you for joining us here on this video breakdown of the newest member of the Indiana Hoosiers football program. Got to get them to December. Get them signed and sealed and delivered. Then we can be really happy. But right now, you got to like what Indiana's putting on paper. Thanks for joining me here today. I'm the coach, Shannon Griffith. Stay tuned for more of the Hoosier Football Tailgate right here on thehoosier.com. We'll see you next time, everybody.